Everybody. Welcome to our 15 minutes at the end of the day. Nvidia extravaganza, I guess. I should share my screen. Rick R., how you doing? I am doing okay. I guess Christian will probably add that when he feels like it. Or I can. How about the snow earnings? Anybody look at that? Like they kind of like that, you know? Oh, did you say, boom? The boom was for snow, right? Not Nvidia. Oh, CRT. Yeah, all that stuff. They don't like crowd. It was up a little bit today, but they like CMDB, MDB. That was up $80 today. Jeez Louise. Developer data platform. What do they profitable? Oh, I guess they make money. They're a real company. They got to do AI cloud stuff. So do you think this bodes well for Nvidia? I remember seeing something about MDB. I gotta add some more stocks to my list. Put them in big tech. Oh, Urban Outfitters, URBN. Let's see anything there yet. I haven't been in an Urban Outfitters since I lived in San Francisco. It's probably, I used to go there all the time. I lived in the city, but now I live in the woods, so I never go anywhere. I only go to places where you could buy like chainsaws. I have a question. What's the amount of chainsaws a guy should own? Right now I have 3. That too many? We're getting a little bitty pop in VXX after hours. Rick R has 3. Dan says 1 is more than enough. You know what, Dan? If you got small cutting to do, but you have bigger logs to do. I have 2, but live in Pittsburgh. You probably need 11. So there's a pretty good amount of chainsaws in the room right now. So I think my biggest thing for Nvidia earnings today, and I'm still looking to see if anything's popped up yet. is I think that's going to give us a very strong trend for the end of the year. So my view on all this is you need growth. You need growth, big growth. Trees don't cut themselves. KW. I like how you think. EXY. G-Man is back. But I think this bodes well for Nvidia. The fact that this thing's doing pretty well. I know this is one of Hans's stocks. Does he have anything on? Did I clear the land myself? When we built the house, I did not clear it. Although since we built it, I have been cutting down the trees myself for the most part. We had one guy do some like tricky stuff once, but oh, you guys have a turbo trade in from wow. That's gonna rock. How about for here goes Nvidia up down $2. They must not like it. Down $5, $3, $4. Let me see. I see. I'm trying to get the numbers coming up here. By the way, what always happens with this is they don't like it right at first. And then the guy talks. Revenue growth 17%. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Wrong. I'm trying to get a little bit more of a number here. SPY's down a little bit though. Oh, Nvidia's down 10 now. They didn't like it. Let's see here. 8, 9. But you know what? Jensen hasn't spoken yet. I still can't find any numbers. Anybody see anything yet? Earnings per share is 105, beats 101. Sales. So basically, they beat all the estimates, but they didn't beat them enough. Is that kind of the thing? $1 sounds like a lot, though. Let me see here. I mean, $1 from last year is basically, their earnings are still up like 40% year over year. That's still a pretty big number. And then Jensen's going to talk about it. It'll be up on the day. I know. Well, again, now really what we want to see is where's our vol products? We're getting a mini VXX spike. Let's see, what do we have here? Well, let's see if you think we're going to get out of this little break in volatility. Doesn't that, by the way, anybody in here trade VXX? Doesn't that look awfully suspicious when you look at it? How is it possible for a volatility product not to move in 3 days? You think we're going to be able to close our put spreads, Hugh? Well, you know what? You can scalp SPY against your. So in weekly profit cycles, we're long some SPY put spreads, but I don't think we're going to be able to get a whole lot for them tomorrow. Maybe we will, maybe, but I don't think we're going to get a ton. But you could put little mini bids in SPY on the way down. You know, like 5 share bids, 10 share bid. I don't know how many contracts you have on, but you can buy your deltas all the way down if you want. It's another way to trade it. So a 5-lot Hugh, you would have 105 SPY deltas. So you could pick up, some shares on the cheap if you, in the after hours, if you think this is going to turn around. But let's see. So but I think this is going to be a big, we got a 3-day weekend coming up. VIX was down into here. ES was down 25 5 minutes ago, now to only 250, G-Man. I mean, the reality is Nvidia is still growing earnings like 50% a year. VIX up, SPX up. Well, we'll see how long the SPX can stay up here. So generally when VIX and SPX go up, like that means just volatility still expanding because the traders think the market's going to move. So let's see here. How much is Nvidia recovered? So it's only down 4. And they didn't include any Chinese financials at all. So they're still waiting for Jensen to say how good it is. Okay. So now VXX is only up 12 cents. All right. What's somebody's prediction for tomorrow? I got a 170 put in play on Nvidia. Somebody asked today in weekly profit cycles. I thought like, what was it? The 70, 60, 50 put fly was cheap for $1. A little less than $1. Earnings hint at U.S. China tariffs. Now we're down 390. I don't know. I feel like we're going to be. Ed says Nvidia is not down enough for a vol spike. If Nvidia turns around, look out below on the VIX. Yeah, I think it's going to be hard to want to, like, we've got a 3-day weekend coming up. Just saying. I have an 82.70 put spread for Friday. Oh, well, you might get something out of that. So has Jensen got a robotics thing? I think we're going to have a great vol selling opportunity tomorrow. let's say tomorrow's Thursday. Maybe in pro, we'll look at like selling some juice. Maybe even iron condors. Nvidia year-over-year revenue up 56%. That's still an amazing number. I mean, how many years have they done that? So Nvidia now down only $2, $3. So earnings here. This is stock twits, revenue. Let's do revenue. 5. So annual revenues in 23 were 60 billion. Annual revenues are 130, and they're on track to maybe almost double again in 2025. That's moving. All right, let's see if VXX can be down on the day. 2 cents. Are we going to see 35? Okay, how many people in here think we're going to see 35 in this product tomorrow in VXX, in the Vault products? Any of you Rips owners in here? Buy any puts and all this stuff? $1,000 by 2030. Well, then just the entire market's Nvidia by then. I think you'll get some good downside juice selling opportunities in Nvidia tomorrow, like broken wing put flies, something like that. I still want to see this turn red today. If we turn red today, then it's kind of over. Unless Trump tries to take a stake in Nvidia. I guess they already ruled that out, right? It's kind of weird without any options to trade. Yeah, Trump doesn't have any rules. So one thing you guys notice here is with VIX up today, have they been taking any of the weekend out of the options right now for this week? Have they been taking the 3-day weekend out all week? They have not. They're going to smash the crap out of this stuff tomorrow. Big time. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, bud.
How you doing?
Well,
dude, I kind of missed that. I kind of missed your cool hairstyle last night when you had the thing going down and everything.
I know. Well, I'm glad.
You're doing 5 Elements, guy?
Needless to say, I am going to be getting a haircut tomorrow. It's good to see you, Andrew. Nvidia earnings are out. And so far, the guidance of 117 to 128, the consensus was 122. So that's in line. Yeah. They got a tiny miss on data center revenue. That's why it's down, but mostly in line. Second quarter revenue, 46.7 billion versus an estimated 46.23. Nothing special there.
Oh my god.
And
What a day.
they are right now, it's down about $5. Does not seem to be that exciting today.
It does not. You know what was exciting was snow.
Oh,
Snow
really?
was up like $30 today, and CrowdStack I think was down 40. Hans
Jeez.
had a little turbo trade going in CrowdStrike today.
He has a special situation trade in snow that is going to be absolutely killing it.
And also MDB, which is another, I guess, AI related stock, is up.
Yeah, MongoDB or whatever it is. Yeah.
Never heard of it. My life is so sheltered with these names. I have to get into like more, looking at more names.
Wow, up $80. Pretty nice move. Yeah.
He's got oh wow, he's got a Nove 250 call in snow.
Yeah, that is going to be worth a lot. He bought it for $13.80. It's up another. It's up $20 after the bell. The November 250 calls, those had about a 23 delta. Vol's going to come in a little bit. Those
might be up there.
Those will be up money. Nvidia is kind of a snoozer. It's down a whopping $5. They were pricing in 12. And, you know, you watch, Jensen's going to do his song and dance on. He's going to do his song and dance on $60 billion new share repurchase for Nvidia. Gotta love that.
Like, I don't get that. Why?
Why not?
Why are these companies buy these stock? Like, I don't get.
Because they want to prop up their EPS. And I mean, what is Nvidia going to invest in with that money?
I don't know. Buy them more.
I'd rather them give me a dividend.
Technology.
I'd rather them give me a dividend. The problem is, we either need to tax buybacks at the dividend price, or we need to get rid of the dividend tax. Either double tax stock buybacks or get rid of the double tax on dividends. Right. That would be my argument.
Well, at this point, I just like your company is worth $4 trillion and you're buying back stock. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah. You know what's interesting, Andrew?
Huh?
You know, with Nvidia is going to be a little bit less, and I know we talked about it earlier today, but I got to tell you, I think we're due for a NASDAQ rebalance.
Yes, that could happen very soon. The last time was like 2 years ago, as I recall. That wasn't a bad trade for you.
No, it was not, and there will be.
I like the sound.
I
like that Leisha's doing the small account challenge, and then you're going to think about this rebalancing thing. Then
it's going to be what I call,
and I don't have to think about them.
It's going to be what I call the big account challenge. Trade.
Big account challenge. Yeah.
No, it's nice. throwing a little bit of your rip zone VIX. I mean, really, across what we offer here, you basically have a trading portfolio.
One could think of it like that. I'm gonna have to do a medium account challenge. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what it is. I gotta go to Alicia's class tomorrow.
I know. I'm excited.
Find out what's going on. But right now, this is a snooze fest.
It kind of is. Like, I kind of want to go take a nap.
I don't think there's. I'm just at this point. I don't see how vol folds up. We have a 3-day weekend.
No, they're going to obliterate the VIX. Put this down. All right, tomorrow morning, here's what
handle.
All right. Here's what's going to be happening over the next couple of days. Nvidia vol is going to get absolutely destroyed. VIX is going to get destroyed. And Nvidia may get a couple of days of selling, nothing interesting. Maybe down to 168, something like that. And
yeah, that was the recent low, right around there. 168.
Yeah, and then VIX is going to trade in the 13s.
First time in a year.
Post PC, we got PCE Friday. Of course, the Fed is like, of course, the Bureau of Statistics was like, hey, you thought you were leaving for a 4-day weekend over Labor Day weekend? Good luck. No, you're sticking around for the first half of trading on Friday. Have
we
fun
haven't
with that,
been this
jerk.
low since November, right after the election.
Mm-hmm. So looking at VIX options, I own the 17 puts for September. Those are really nice. I bought them for 84 cents. They're like $1.35 now. But I like the 15 puts, which are less than a quarter. That would be my trade.
We have some of those in special situations.
I love them.
I sold half for a profit, so we're riding the balance for free. I think I'll wait for on these.
They went out worth about 25 cents. Oh. Those are going to pay you. I think those will end up being worth $1.
I think so. I think we might be able to make a little money on them.
Yeah. Although it's always dangerous when you and I agree.
That's true.
We say that, but it's only because when you and I agree on something and it doesn't go wrong, it goes wrong, it sticks to our head. And then we forget about all the times that you and I agree and we make a bunch of money.
And we make money. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
just that whole market.
I think that's just how it is, though. That's just.
Yeah.
Like you asked Alicia, all she thinks about trades she didn't make money on, and they're not that many,
Right.
And she does pretty well on all of them. She forgets all those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Vicky says, ask Alicia if she agrees. Go for it. So general question, watching a Q short call spread go to expiration of the theta was 61 cents on an 86 credit for the entire last 10 following 15 minutes, then expires and I get the whole 86 cents. How does theta freeze when time is ticking down?
That's a great question.
Because liquidity providers just say, I'm going to keep raising the vol, AZ Tech.
Yeah. And
Mark and I are liquidity providers. We can make time stop. We're like, sorry, you're going to make the volatility 150 now for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't want to sell an option. So for you to close that spread, you have to buy it back for me as a market maker, AZ Tech. Now, as a market maker, is it worth it for me to sell you up an option at a nickel? By the time I get done with everything, probably not.
All right.
And you never know, especially on a day like today. What if you're short that call spread and Nvidia earnings leak? And instead of being kind of meh, they're like spectacular.
Right.
Because let me tell you, earnings have never leaked before. Never. Never happens.
Never ever.
Never ever in a million years. So that, on a day like today or, things along those lines, they don't want to sell that option.
Yeah. And
they'd rather hang on to it.
They're not going to crash the vol. Like, remember, like the option model doesn't work great on very short time frames. Just because the market makers are going to move volatility around enough to freeze time if they need to.
Leisha just chimed in. Never. We should have had Leisha come on here too. Would have been even more fun.
The losers always stick with you longer.
They do.
You know what, Leisha? Boyfriends, girlfriends, and trades.
Yeah. And garlic breath, for that matter.
And garlic breath.
And what do they have in common? They're all a pain. China looks to triple its output of AI chips in 2026. Again, my continued fear with Nvidia is that the solution to high prices is always high prices. And
it's true.
I can guarantee you AMD and everyone and Intel and everyone and their mother are trying to catch up.
They're gunning.
And they will.
They're gunning.
And again.
And you know what? It's not like Intel is poor that they couldn't try to make better chips. They have quite a bit of cash. I don't know what to do with it.
They're investing in the foundry, which I still think is a good idea.
Right. Well, I guess we got to wait for Jensen to talk. So this is the whole thing. This is pretty
What
classic.
time is he talking?
I don't know, but you got to wait till he's done talking before they let the air out of the ball. Well, I think wasn't the U.S. government just going to give Intel $10 billion?
They're taking a stake.
Right? But that was under the CHIPS Act. So Trump's like, hey, wait a minute. I'll take an equity stake for all that money we're giving you.
All right. Yeah. Jensen's not talking till 5:40.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're not sticking around for that, folks. We love you, but
I got to split here in a couple minutes.
But. All right. Folks, let me just tell you what's coming up. On Tuesday when we get back in, I'm going to be doing a post-earnings trade with Special Situations. And in Rip Zone, we're going to be taking advantage of this upcoming VIX absolute rug pull. VIX futures term structure. And actually, Andrew, one thing I wanted you to look at for Special Situations when you get a chance is WBA. They're being taken private.
Yep.
I want to read up on that deal because some of the paper flow of like in the money calls is telling me there might be some sort of weird cash special.
There is. They're supposed to sell their. I'm still holding some shares in there. They're supposed to sell one of their dock in the boxes for cash, and it'll be like a dividend to shareholders as part of the buyout.
And we don't know what that is yet.
We don't know exactly what those dollars will be. Interesting.
That'll be fun. We should play with that.
So it's making, like you can see right now, like there's 20. They put up these combination 25,000 times. They put up 190,005 calls. So something's
some sort of special div play.
So I'm just holding on to my shares until they pay me my extra $4.
Yeah, I mean, it might be an interesting, buy stock, sell call, buy cheap out of the money put.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird one. I don't know exactly what's.
Well, you've got homework for the weekend now.
Yeah. One more thing. Or I was just being lazy and I'll just hold the shares and see how much I
Just
get.
AI it.
But all right, I gotta wait for Jensen. I think volatility VIX should trade. I'm at a 13 handle before Friday by end of the day.
I would concur. I would concur.
You guys have a good day, but for right now, until Jensen tells everybody how great the world is. But my guess is Nvidia will be green at some point tomorrow. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, it'll either be green or it won't be down as much as it's currently down. You know, Nvidia is at levels that we haven't seen since
Last
the
week.
21st.
All right, everybody, have a good afternoon.
All right, everybody, have a good one. I am Andrew Giovinazzi, our Viking of Volatility. I'm Mark Sebastian, your only option. We hope you have a wonderful evening. We'll see you soon.